Everybody want the same thing. Don't say, don't say, don't say. You know what I was thinking, people? Welcome, welcome. Greetings, greetings. I was thinking how so many of us live in fear. Fear of whatever your fear is. Fear of traveling alone. It's a lot of people that are fearful of traveling alone. It's a lot of people that are fearful, surely, of moving to another country, let alone another state, knowing nobody and uh, figuring out what they're going to do to sustain themselves. And because I've done it, and it still blows my mind, I'm telling you, this thing, I'm sitting here thinking how it's 7 years later. And I literally live on the island of Grenada, this particular island, for 7 years. I've lived other places, Antigua, Barbuda for 3 years, and South Africa 2 years. But we're going to stick with this one alone. And how I could have lived fearful and not taken the risk. And this is the best, one of the best decisions I've ever made in my entire life. Imagine. I don't want to live in fear. And I would just want to say, oh, look, I forgot to take my earrings off. See, that's the beauty. That's the beauty of working with the aluminum. You don't have to take them off. My toe rings and my nose rings, I'm telling you, I love that. But what I'm particularly excited about is that I was able to push through the fear. I was able to push through the fear, come up with a way to sustain myself. I'm talking about 7 years ago. Yes, I interviewed to be a school teacher because I was just coming from South Africa and I thought I was going to teach. But that's where I'm just coming from. And had a beautiful interview. I call it a conversation. The guy that interviewed me in Grenada, Elvis Moraine, we're still good. Like when I see him, I think he's with the Ministry of Agriculture or something now like that. But we had a great conversation. I call it a conversation, not an interview. A great conversation. But anyway, I understood his decision to not hire me. It's a small island. We've got 138 square miles or something of that sort. And some teachers were retiring. Some had been waiting forever. The same thing happened when I was in Antigua, Barbuda, but I got the job. But I understood why I didn't get the job, the teaching position. And but I remember when I walked out the door of the Ministry of Education, I remember saying, wow, what am I going to do? I remember saying, what am I going to do? And I'm in a country, I don't know nobody. I had bought enough money, I paid my rent up for about 4 months. So I would have time to not be pressured by where I'm going to live. I had a roof over my head. And I said, I got just enough time to figure out what I'm going to do. But I remember that overwhelming feeling. You notice I didn't use fear anymore. That overwhelming feeling of what am I going to do? And just to look now at my life and with so much more growing to do. And no, I'm not where I want to be, but I'm sure in a damn good place. And it still amazes me that I walked out of there and I heard this tiny whisper. No, it wasn't a whisper. It was really, really loud. It said, you're going to use every God-given talent. You're going to use every God-given talent inside of you that you was born with. And I remember saying, what? It was almost like I was walking down the street talking to myself. And I remember a few people looking, and I was like, God-given talents. I want to share more with y'all on these God-given talents because I'm not the only one that has them. We have something inside of us that can sustain us. Career-wise, sustain us. That would be the best job you've ever had. This is the best job, working position, job I've ever had. I worked 16 years as a substance abuse counselor, mental health therapist, and all that good stuff, working with persons with disabilities. I had no intentions of retiring from any of that. Ooh, the sun's coming out, y'all. You know, this is my thing. It feels so good. I had no intentions of retiring. I don't ever want to retire from what I do right now because of these God-given talents. I want to share more of these God-given talents with y'all because I'm not the only one that has them. I'm telling you, it can alleviate that fear of you making the move of your life. Wow. Who wants to live fearful when you can live fearless? When you can do the very thing that wakes up everything in you. I love creating and designing, and my entire business today relates to health and healing. I don't care if you're tapping into your DNA, your ancestral experience. I don't care if you healing yourself naturally through the sea moss and the moringa and the soursop leaf, or if you just enhancing or embracing the healing crystals. Oh, that I rap all day long. I'm just saying, this is some of the best work. That's why I be looking like I don't got a job. Y'all be like, you ain't got no job. I love it. So please like, subscribe, and share. YouTube, I want to thank you. We up to 370. We got 370 subscribers now, y'all. Please like, subscribe, and share. And we'll talk more next time about these God-given talents. Love and respect, people. Have a blissful day.